Hey everyone, America just happened. What I mean by that, we had BSF Houston, I think. So we got some really interesting results, right? I think a lot of people thought tri-regulation, standard, all be figured out. But there's some really weird things. Some weird things going on down in, I assume it's Texas, right? Is it Texas? I think it's Texas. I think it's where the rockets, like the NASA used to be, right? Is it used to be? Yeah, I think, yeah, whatever. Anyway, speaking of space, I guess if you look at standard results, you have, Shiranui, you have Luar, but you have Messiah. What is going on here, right? What is going on in Messiah land? First place, Clairvoyance A, with Messiah, Shiranui, Drajul. So, Shiranui, Drajul, okay, they're decks. Messiah? Then you have Prism, Youthberg, Shiranui, okay? Youthberg, okay, sure. Prism, you're taking it to counter Shiranui. Then, this one, this is probably the most Heritage B, probably the most normal list. And then you got Procyon here. There's another Messiah. What's going on? Another Messiah? Johnny Johnson. And then Matthew Preston with Leonorn. And then we keep on scrolling down. What? Prism, Luari, Shiranui, that's no Bow Runners, right? Empire 2 with the Messiah again. It's like 3 Messiahs in like top 8 so far. Are we missing something? Is Messiah like got a great matchup? Do you just sit there and farm cards while they dominate your thing? Prism, Drajult, and Luards, and then lastly go to Shiranui, Jiva, and Luard. I see Jiva. I'm actually not that surprised. I'm going Jiva, cool, but Messiah, what is going on? So we're gonna go through each of these things. You're gonna be premium tri-reg, all of them. There's some pretty crazy stuff. There's some Japanese tournaments we'll also go over. But we're gonna go through them decks now, right? So like first off, let's look at this. This is one of the first Messiah deck. OT or bust. So I guess they trigger OT and win. It's brand gate. Yeah, that's how it is. But Messiah did get this new order that came out, Prelude to Genesis. It makes everything more consistent. It lets you get your, basically just get your, attackers back. That's the most important part. But that can't be it, right? 5 attacks. Shiranui does way more. You get a lot more front load draw, I guess. But I feel like that's it. I feel like Shiranui just scales better and like can just, win games with like just basically more attacks. It's not like you clean out the board, right, with this deck. So I don't know. I'm not super sold on Messiah, but 3 Messiahs in top 8 is that like an American thing, right? When we looked at the results last week in London, it was like 0 Messiahs, right? Or maybe 1. Maybe we skipped that one, but like 3 Messiahs in top 8? Is that going to be a trend? I'm curious. Second place, well, not second place. The Drajul was also in first place. And I mean, Drajul's just I think it's just a solid deck, right? It's a solid deck. After that, we have another Messiah list. So, this should be the Cycler, right? Should be the Cycler. But yeah, another Messiah list. It's only running 1 of the order as well. So it's not like the order made this deck good. It's just that people are taking this deck and it's just doing well anyway. So I don't know. Anyone in the comments can describe Messiah? All right. Next one here. Again, this one's running 3 of these orders. But otherwise, it's just like apart from weird texts like these, right? Taser Lage. The rest is just a solid Messiah deck. It's just a solid, normal Messiah deck, tried and true. It does the thing that it's been doing for a very, very long time, and that's it. So I don't know. 3 Messiahs in top. I mean, I'm curious, right? I'm curious. And then we have the Jiva. So might as well show off the Jiva, like for 1x, 1 each Jiva here. Yeah, it's cool. I think it's not crazy to bring Jiva into a team tournament. I think it's a solid deck. It's like a Jewel, right? It's a solid deck. Hopefully you would bring like Shiranui and Luard. Well, it might not even be Luard. Right? Might not be Luard, but at least bring the Shiranui. But then you can bring other decks too. So that's not the craziest thing. Then for the standard tri-reg with those, this one was actually way more. How do you say it? Like normal. So first place was to Sharmo. Like this team, Last Minute Alliance, they brought Sharmo, which is pretty much like this, and Prism. I think is pretty decent in this current format when you know that the standard player will likely bring Shiranui. Second place was Adoption Agency with Prism, right? Again, pretty good. Third place was Heritage with Youthberg, so that's not really a Shiranui counter in my opinion. And then fourth was Synergy with Shiranui. Then 5th, well, like top 8 was just Luard, Leonor, Shiranui, and Prism. So actually not many Shiranuis being brought into the standard slot for Trireg. Actually, there's like, if you just count it, right, all these lyrical decks basically are there to counter your Shiranui player. So you either have like, you have 2 Shiranui players and then 3 decks trying to counter Shiranui. And then things like Leonor, Luard. Well, Luard, I think they pretty much play like, well, we can just pop open the deck. We'll pop open that soon. Leonor, I'll just pop them all. I didn't open that many, but let's take a look. So this Luard deck, they're running, yeah, the order build. So can play grade 2 game a bit against Shiranui, which is the main thing you gotta do. Leonor can also probably play grade 2 game. This is pure Leonor, right? So I think you just want to straight right up, but yeah, I think you do, right? Because you don't really run any mushrooms. We don't have mushrooms to really pop off, do we? Only one PR. So yeah, okay, that's interesting. And then here's the Charmo build. So this one, if you don't know what to build right now, well, I think Charmo and Prism are fine. It'll just get better when Bracing Angel Light comes out. But these guys will, I guess, because you don't have the ladder, you don't have to run Aura. You just run cards. Run cards to make your power lines consistent. Charmo is like kind of a deck where you are they running? Oh no, so it's just yeah. So Charmo is pretty much a deck. It's like a 4-turn deck. You just ride up, get power, Persona Ride, get a billion power. Hope your opponent doesn't have PGs, they're dead. Right, that's pretty much it. So can clear the board as well. Can clear their board, so their first Shiranui turn is pretty jank. So that's basically the game plan for Charmo. A bit of a more high roll deck, but if you're playing something like a team tournament, you can afford that. And then we're on to V. So I really didn't think there would be anything interesting in V, but I was wrong. So they brought first place brought Hamskay. Yeah, Hamskay. So I'm on top of Great Nature yet. Maybe this is the time. Then second place was a Yasuie deck. The Yasuie, I haven't heard that name in forever. Third place, Raging Form. This is probably the most normal deck out of all the non-normal decks, right, that are being brought, right? Raging Form just pops off and you go Insano style. Fourth place is Night Rose, normal. Fifth place, Glendios. What are we Glendios thing? We'll take a look at that soon. Then Night Rose, Gurgit, and then Majesty Lord Blaster, MLB, top 8. So let's take a look. So Hamskay here, so I guess with this deck, you just excel up against like the Night Rose deck, just get heaps of excel and then just beat them. And then what, against Gurgit, since Gurgit pops up a bit slower, you just get a lot of excels and you beat them. Yeah, it's like, it's not running Gorilla, right? So it doesn't have like the hyper high roll potential, but just out excel and win maybe. So okay, cool. And then Yasuie, right? Yasuie can kind of pop off immediately at turn 3 and deal a lot of damage. So I'm guessing that's the game plan against both the Night Rose and Gurgit. Because you have to remember, like, all formats are kind of, except Premium, are kind of figured out on what the best deck is. So D with Shiranui, you can kind of play decks that counter Shiranui. And then V is like Gurgit and Night Rose, the decks to beat, right? So this is like, in a way, you play hyper aggressive, you can kind of just beat them out before they can scale. Or get to the point where they like win, right? Raging Form. I actually don't mind Raging. It's like a no heal Raging Form as well, right? Actually crazy mode. Yeah, I mean you can say that because if it doesn't run heal, they can't screw itself. But sometimes some heals are still pretty good. But it's up to the player, right? Again, it's a team format. You can afford to be a bit more inconsistent in a way, but I guess not running heals means it's more consistent, so you can keep them popping off. But if they don't respect the deck, if your opponent doesn't respect the deck, you pop off and you kill them, and surprise, right? So cool. Glendios. So this Glendios only won 1 Chaos Breaker. So I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. So against a Gurgit, I feel like Gurgit can just like expand, right? They can just expand wide, and unless you got your 1 Chaos Breaker, then there's no way to control them. And against Night Rose, don't you just cry? Don't you just feel really bad? But hey, yeah, Glendios in top 8. Hey, what's happening, right? What's happening? And then here is that MLB. So I guess the idea here is you ride MLB, and then a bunch of Gurgit's early attacks can't hit you because they don't hit 18k. And if they go like Excel 1, right, they can they can hit you, but it's like a 5k shield. Or maybe I'm just looking too into this, right? Like, I think a lot of these cards are... I mean, it's like a 10k... It has 10k shield, though. You know, 10k shield. So maybe it's good. I mean, it's running a lot of stuff. So does it even have enough blasters to trigger a javelin? You need 6, right? 6 units of blaster. They have a rapier. And this dude. Is there another blaster? You just put like a... Just put a random blaster in the back row? I'm sure, yeah. So am I looking too into this? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think, right? If you were there. And then on to premium. So I don't know what happened here. I feel like a lot of people regarded, you know, premium as, you know, you got the Night Roses, you got the Neo Nectar. That was Europe, right? Europe, a lot of things going on there. A lot of different things happening. And then here in America, you just have Nubatama. I thought this was D for a second, right? All these Shiranuis. This is standard, but it's actually premium. So top 3 was just all Nubatama. Somehow we have a Luard. And then another Nubatama, another Shiranui. Here's Neo Nectars, but this is Musketeer. So, okay. And then we have a Tachikaze and a Dimensional Robo. Okay, D-Robo. So, it's crazy when you think the D-Robo... Well, actually, technically Shiranui is like, you know, not a crazy deck, but it's like technically pretty meta, right? It's technically pretty meta. Though, I think before... Right, it was definitely one of the lower considerations for a lot of players, but in America, maybe they just like Naruto, right? They just like Naruto. So let's start it. So here is the first Shiranui deck. Are we running Crest? Yeah, so this is Crest Nui, right? Crest Shiranui. Is everyone on Crest Shiranui? I'm actually curious now. Crest Shiranui, because I still think normal Shiranui is pretty good, right? But we got, you know, the Shiranui, Oboro, Crests, bam, like Shoujo Dojis, right? There's no ride line, so whatever. Yeah, so this is the first place deck. Second place deck, is this another one? So another Crest Shiranui. Okay, wow, okay, it's crazy. Then third place here, another, so it's just straight up 3 Crest Shiranuis. That's crazy, that's crazy. And then fourth place, do we have a Crest Luard? I think we do. So everyone is just running Crest build in America. Is that it? Is that the real deal? Right? The real deal, Crest Luards and Crest Nui. Is that why they just topped? This guy's running Congratulations Luard. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, so good stuff. Cool stuff, I guess. And then onto the... Is this Crest? It's Crest as well. So cresting the new meta. Alright. And then Cecilia. So this is actually cool. I love Cecilia. Alright. I love Cecilia as well. We can be friends. Right, the new trial, well, not the new trial, but the new premium deck coming out, it's gonna have a crest too. And since Americans seem to love crests, except in standard, I guess, since when we looked at the standard results, what was it here? Oh no, this is V. So here's the standard result. It was like only 3 crests, but in premium, Crest City, baby. All right, Crest City. So here, where's Celia? Here we go. Celia deck, right? Pretty cool, right? Unfortunately, no crest yet, but it'll be soon. And then Tachikaze. Is this Charlie's team? Dino Ray. So is the only guy I know in America that plays Tachikaze is Charlie. Is this the ancient dragon meme build, right? Damn, anime top cut. Gee, man. And then lastly, we got the D-pole. D-pole of Daikaiser. Okay, Daikaiser. Actually, even is that the great? It's so old. They didn't even hide HD the card art, man. This is like a throwback. Is this like a meme build? Are we just go Yushoing? Bro. At least they have the Die King. All right, they have the Die King. That's crazy. So, yeah, that was the results for America. Very, very interesting. Very, I'd say weird for now. We'll have to see in the future because America gets a lot more results. Maybe this is an American thing, right? We can compare them with the European ones and later on the Asian ones and see what's going on and what. I mean, but I feel like people when tri-regulation is going to be so figured out by the second week. No point playing, but so far it's been pretty weird, pretty crazy. let's go look at some of the Japanese tournaments. So with the Japanese tournaments, I'm really not going to look at Shinui and Luard. I feel like they're probably going to get hit in the next ban list that is coming up this Wednesday. But we can look at the other stuff. So first off, we have Charmeau. There's some Reziel as well, right? With this one, we're probably gonna see them more in top decks. But yeah, Charmeau, Reziel, Jiva. What did I basically chose one deck. It's the Jiva. Look at this. This Jiva is beautiful, right? The 3 PRs. So this is a team tournament, and I think. Let me click this. This is Youthberg. Let me click this Youthberg. Is it gonna run one Reziel, right? Is this got the Reziel in it? So where are we? So Shinui, pretty normal. Youthberg, do we have one Reziel? You guys spot a one Reziel deck? I think no, it's just a legit Youthberg, right? Legit Youthberg. So there it is. I know a lot of lists were running the one tech Reziel just to kind of combo on their end team, but you know, it looks like it's normal, right? Cool. And then yeah, so that's pretty much the 2 decks we're gonna see. But don't be worried, we have a bigger tournament. Well, not really a bigger tournament, but a singles tournament to look at. So this is the Ultimate Cup. And this is pretty cool. I think this is in Tokyo. Where was the other one? What was the other one? Osaka. So Osaka versus Tokyo. By the way, if you guys have lists, especially on BSF, let Fuzzy know, right? Fuzzy does all this stuff, I think, for free. So it's out of his time. You let him know about stuff. Helps the community out. So Houston was posted so quick, right? Before I got home from work, already posted. California took a while. So right now, Houston is winning. But yeah, so first, I'm not going to look at the Shinuis and the Luards again, just because probably going to be Gonzo soon. It also means that the format is going to change heaps, right? Heaps. But first place, second place was the Luard and Shinui. But they had some Wellstras, a Varga in 5th, Raziel as well in 6th, then some Luards, then more Vargas, a Tamir and a Direful, and then a huge bunch of Avas in top 16. And Avas got the new promo. We're going to quickly take a look at these. Right, not going to go too deep. So first, we have one of the Wellstras. So kind of curious, like, on how the Wellstra decks have been evolving. There's like 2 kind of builds where they run less tolls, more counter charges. And then there's kind of this one where they run more tolls and less counter charges, which I don't like. So I actually like the other one better. But yeah, this one has just got the assemblers to, I guess, try to fish. I don't know. Like, this build lets you run on like the macho kind of, you know, 4x or 3x of the Maxim, and then, you know, 4 of this. While the other build, you stuff a bit more things. You can run cyclers in that build though, in the other build, but it makes you cut your orders a bit, which might be hard. And then after that, we have the Reziel here as well, just running the normal ride line. You know, got some Catawallas. You have to, basically every Keter line is running this kind of order combo with a dog with a Selgaeon. So I don't know, maybe they're gonna hit that. I actually think they might, because when you plug these cards into every single Keter deck, I think it's a problem in card design, right? Then we got the Tamiyura that kind of made it through. Nothing really special about this. It's just a Tamiyura deck. I guess it's got a new PR. Stick the PR in and you're good. Then Direful Dolls. So Direful Dolls, most builds so far, they've moved a lot to 3 to 4x of the Sparta, just because that's the only way to kind of bind your Direful Doll triggers and get that extra defense. I think it's really good. I think it's correct to run this. I think it's a trap running the, you know, things like Zargon, like 4x copies of Zargon. I mean, like, you can run one or just run other stuff. It doesn't matter. But running more of this is just the correct play, I think. And then we have Avas. So Avas, pretty interesting. They moved a lot because of this PR. They moved to like the monster builds a lot, which is like a hybrid deck, which is pretty crazy. I think it's a Ava player's dream, right? Back then when Ava came out, everyone was going, bro, I'm gonna innovate Ava so hard, right? I'm gonna play like a mixed build, monster build, and go like 0x or something like that. Don't ask me where I got that from, but now you can, right? Now you can, and that's what everyone's doing. They're running like monster. Is there any more monsters? Well, this is a monster too. Bam, right? You know, get that research combo going. It's not just one. Look at this next deck as well. The same thing. Monster. And then yeah, researcher. And the last Ava deck was the exact same thing as well, right? So is this the way to go? I don't know. I think it could be. It's definitely one of the things that are. What is this guy running? Unnecessary. Okay, yeah, but it's definitely one of the directions that I think most of these decks have been going towards. Like when we look at local results as well, it's like kind of the same thing. So yeah, hybrid Ava. is going for. So actually, it's cool. It's cool. I like that. It makes deck building interesting. And then lastly, we got the Leonorn list. So what is happening with Leonorn? Not much. It's just the same thing. Put in some energy cyclers and some philanders, and you're good to go. So that is all. Right, that is everything. Let me know in the comments what you think about the list this week. Is America America, or is it the freedom that makes people run these weird decks, or is there a method to the madness? Are we gonna see more crazy stuff in America? Right? I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. I think it's interesting. Makes my deck choices a bit more harder to pick now. So, yeah. Anyway, see you all later, guys. Bye.